Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. Thank you for coming to spend some time with me today. And we're going to be looking at the energies that Spirit wanted you to be aware of this week. As I've done, I think 2 weeks before, I have one card turned up and the other one turned over, so we couldn't see it. I thought it was brilliant the first week, and I wanted to do it again because it's really fun. It's really fun to see when things really come together, and they usually do, and they usually are completely synchronistic, and it's fun for the reader too. So thank you so much for letting me do this as well. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups and the mystery card coming in. This Eight of Cups feels very much, I'm getting the song from one of my favorite bands, Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way. I know it's about relationships, but I feel that this is you going your own way. This is you deciding to go in a different way than the crowd. That's what I feel. I feel like you are deciding that this is your path. I'm not saying that you're going to be completely alone. I don't feel that. But I feel like if you look at social media and you see all the crap that's going on, those people are not the crowd you are following. You are following your very own path, and you are in good company. I include myself in the company with you of finding a better way and a better path, right? It's like rechinking the stones to a roadway that we're building, okay? I love that roadway in between the two. We're following the signs that's going to bring us a lot of that's going to serve us much more than the crap that's out there, okay? Because a lot of the crap out there tells us things, nonsensical things are more important in the world, and that you know, beauty is skin deep, and that anything else beautiful is, you know, is different, that we have to, you know, be a certain way. It's, you know what I mean. You know, I don't have to explain this. I feel that I don't have to explain this part to you, but this is what we're being shown, and that's what's being reflected back. And we are of the group who was maybe trying to set a different way, a way that will be found by others in time, right? The ones who are blinded by this crap that's being fed them, at one point they'll turn away and they'll look for some different options. Just like I found myself in life looking for different religions when I was younger. Something to bring me peace and happiness. Something that wasn't like hitting me on top of the head, telling me everything I was wrong. Okay? I want to be part of that group, and I will be part of that group, okay? We're all expanding at some level, Pisces, and we're in good company, but we're going our own way, and that's what I really, really feel. So which deck? I'm going to pick from the Blue Dot deck. I think this one, I have two of Gabriel Bernstein's deck. One is the Super Attractor, and the other one's Spirit Junkie that I'm going to be using this week. I think this might be the Spirit Junkie deck. I'm not sure. I don't know anymore. Doesn't matter. They're both wonderful decks. Taking care of myself is a radical act of love. I like that. I like that. It's speaking to me of okay, we have two more here. I'm going to take these. It says right here, my power lies in my peaceful presence. I honor my self-worth by asking what I want. And like I feel a lot of myself, peaceful presence. I feel this is really about you. This is about following your path, your way, your your direction, Pisces. It's at the core of who you are right now. You need to focus on yourself. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because we're, in some cases, rebuilding something that needs rebuilding. Okay? You may look out there and you see like people just take. And I think for most of us, we've seen now the mask that was in front of it before was, you know, having, what do you call it? They were telling people, okay, well, you have to have ambition. It was blinded by ambition, right? It's like everything was ambitious. You had to have the best of everything. You know, if you didn't have granite countertops like everybody else did at this certain time, well, you were out of the loop. You were somehow less, you know, you were poorer. You were poorer. You just didn't have the means. How poor you know, you need a better job. And all of that, all of those, that shielded stuff, that sheep mentality that was going on, it just kind of got blown up at one point. And of course, the wonderful pandemic for some of us, and I'm being ironic because I know it was very scary for people, but the pandemic did bring that to light, okay? Because it made us stop, right? We were forced to stop. Whether it was real or not real, we all put reality in and stopped, right? Whether you believe it was all made up or just, you know, something that was real, we stopped. We stopped completely. We went, all right. And then we had to look around. And what really matters? What really matters? We found we had shallow relationships with things that can bring us joy. And when we realized that the joy wasn't there, it was very scary. Okay? I honor my self-worth by asking for what I want. Okay? What do you want? And I think that's the mask that's gone. The granite countertops no longer are in the picture. What you want is something much deeper. It comes from within. Okay? You want a countertop where you can keep it clean and have clean food and have sustenance and share it with people you love. That's the thing that became real, right? And then by doing that, you're taking care of yourself. And the power lies in your peaceful presence of being in the current moment, not thinking of what I can get tomorrow or what's going to happen. So you have become very much, I don't know, very much who you are, right? So I'm going to take the ink tarot. I think it's just a tattoo ink tarot or something. What does it call? Let me get the right word. The tattoo tarot. The reason I did that is because it is almost the same kind of cardstock as the Mystical Medley, which is a new deck that I received this week. If you look, they even look a little similar, right? Not quite. Not from the same author as well. But I figured because they shared that in common, they're different, but somehow the same, okay? And I feel that is as well, if you're going to put it into a reading, might as well, because everything attaches, right? Everything is meaningful. Everything is connected. Whether it's cardstock or the way you think, suddenly everything is connected here, okay? In your present moment. And that moment is you walking in a different direction. Like I said, doesn't mean you're completely alone. Yeah, it just means that you shed light on it. The Ace of Wands. You're getting inspired to do something different, to see something in a very different way, right? It's like you want to start something new, something that hasn't been done before, something that doesn't feel crappy. When I think of the way we used to, and I always think that when, you know, what we aspire to be or want in our lives, it doesn't hold much happiness. It's always so far away and sometimes unsustainable or untouchable, you know, like being a billionaire. And it's just money. And you're missing the whole point, the Ten of Coins. You're missing the abundance, right? As I talk, you know. You're missing the fact that the Ten of Coins is just money, but it doesn't bring in abundance. Even if you are rich, it doesn't mean you are abundant. It just means you have money to do things. But if the things that you do don't bring you happiness, what's the point? That's the whole point to this. Don't mind my little bunny rabbit. She's having some zoomies, which means she's a very happy bunny. I don't know if I'll ever be able to bring her up on the table because she's I've had her for a month now, I think, and she's flourished in her environment. I'm happy to say she's a very happy bunny, although we spoil her rotten. Yeah, I'm just letting her be who she needs to be, right? You never know. I might start a little channel for her so that you guys can see her. I'll just take her at play and bring some happiness in the world that way. All right, so here we go. Okay, you've had time to think about this for sure. Eight of Swords, yeah, and see the blocks for what they were. See what was blocking life, how it was stopped, how it was not working, okay? And to light your way, okay? You have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So absolutely. You've lit the way to see the blocks so that you could move it along. To see this aberration in the way you see things, okay? And some of you may have not seen it that way, ever. Maybe you never, I'll say this. As a Pisces, I've always known that money was not the answer to happiness. I've always had that, even deep down in my soul, known and seen it over and over again. You see people who become international stars. What's it called? The 27 Club. The people who die at 27 from overdoses. What was it? I think it was Janis Joplin. You have Amy Winehouse. You have all of them in that group. I think it was John Belushi. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not too sure there, but if you look at all these people, they had money, they had fame, didn't bring them happiness. They were still trying to escape something. Okay? And having seen that, even when I was very young, I thought to myself, well, why would they ever do that? They had everything I want, like money and all of that stuff. And then you realize, well, maybe that's not the answer to everything, is it? And I think this is it. This is this Pisces. It's not just something that we are talking inwardly. We're going in the direction of being able to teach it to the people, the generations that come after, right? It's like putting it in place instead of going, go for the American dream or the Canadian dream of being successful and blah, 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 and going after, the money and the power. We're now telling people, you have to feel abundance within you before you can ever look at it outside of you. And this is going your own way. This is implementing new steps, new ways of teaching the next generation that's coming through, instead of I don't know. There's a shift, and sometimes it's the way that it's being taught that brings in this stuff that you don't want. They're showing me like children being taught stuff, and then we think we're doing better right now, but we're not. We're actually just teaching them the same garbage, but in a different way, and it needs to shift in a very I can't put it into words, Pisces. That's the thing. It's very hard right now to put into words what they're showing me. but the word in the slightest of ways. But the slightest way of teaching will have the biggest impact. It's almost like going back to basics, the very basics of it. Beginning with the person themselves, the self-worth. Taking care of the person itself. Making sure that person is whole and abundant within themselves so that they can contribute. It's a completely different way. But it's just a slight shift. But it's the biggest shift we've ever seen. Okay? So, all right. We're going to keep on going here. I'm going to take one more, and then I'm going to look at this card. So this is you, Pisces, doing another Ace of Swords, another ace. Okay? And this ace is talking about breakthroughs. It's that victory, that breakthrough, the clarity, that moment of the perspective that you've been looking for has come true. You know where you're going. This isn't new. This is something that you know. It's the light bulb moment. You have had it. You have it right now. You're sitting there going, I know what you're talking about. I absolutely know, okay? So I can go and whatever, but you know what I'm talking about. You absolutely understand everything. It's very clear. It's very, very clear. And this is a block that has been needed to be seen for a while, right? You have the Strength card. You have the Connection card. And the Four of Cups in reverse. So there's no more blocking in reverse. In other words, that's done. You're reconnecting to what's important. And you have the courage to do it. Because taking off in a new direction is not always easy. Right? When you start something new and you're trying to implement something new, it's never easy. You don't really know how to go about it sometimes. But you do. Just start with the first step. All right, Pisces, so I'm going to turn this card around here. Never a crowd on the leading edge. What I feel is never a crowd on the leading edge. In other words, that's what I just said. There's no social media. It's not what everybody's following. Honor those who honor you. 29. 29 is 11. It's major power, Pisces. Okay, so let me see the book. I took it out. All right, so let's see. Okay. Message. From time to time along your hero's journey, you will serendipitously encounter fellow travelers with whom there are sparks of resonance. Oh wait, the spark is here. My apologies, Pisces, right here. Sparks of resonance. It is always a thrill to discover you are exploring similar areas of fascination and thus uncovering similar revelations within the parenthesis of time. In these moments, allow yourself to be heartened, validated, reassured, and invigorated. You don't need throngs of people invigorated right here. Okay? You don't need throngs of people standing shoulder to shoulder with you or cheering you on to be infused with strength and inspiration. With strength and inspiration. You don't need I can't. I couldn't even if I tried, right? There is never a crowd on the leading edge, so if you meet only one kindred soul on your path, right here, consider yourself lucky. Nurture your supportive relationship and feel the blessing of these like-minded souls for their belief in you and for the mutual blessing you bring to each other. Gratefully see your own courage, wisdom, and adventurous spirit reflected in them. Adventurous spirit. That's beautiful. My fellow travelers infuse me with rocket fuel so I can go further than I could on my own. And that's what reconnecting with the people right here. Okay? There you go. There you go, Pisces. This is, yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to say is, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so, what can I say? I can't. So wonderful. So wonderful. Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Mona, for the wonderful work that I'm inspired to do. Okay. True manifestations are powered by service and love. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is part of what I'm thinking as well, is that this new life that you're going in, it's not just for you. It just feels right. It feels right in the world, if you know what I mean. It feels right. It's taking its place on the planet with you. Okay? And it's not about being perfect, and it's not about being like, oh, I am love, and I am, you know, it's not all about that, because sometimes you say, oh, now I have to be like, you know, an angel of perfection. No, you don't. But if in your path, or if in the life that you're leading, you have that saying, is it helpful? Is it kind? Okay? Will it help? Think, right? Was it the think? Is it needed? Is it kind? I would say that would be the one thing, acronym of think. That would be right now the think, the part that you, yeah. Let me see here. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Okay? These are the things. These are the things that the questions you should be asking. Okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the things that's missing in this world right now. Okay? Is it inspiring? Is it inspiring? Does it inspire people to be better? Is it helping them to be better? Just the first one, is it actually true? Okay? Before you speak about anything. Especially when you hear about news and facts and all the crap we read and listen to every day. Is it actually true? Or is it just somebody's perception of the truth? That's the important part. We have to start putting things that follow the rest of it. Is it helping, or is it creating fear? Is it inspiring, or is it making people run away and shutting them down? Is it necessary? Okay? Is it needed in the world? Is even better, the N. Is it needed? Do we need to be feeding that kind of energy? And is it kind? That last one's got to be one of the most important. Is it kind? Okay? You gotta, I don't know. It's the crap in the world that we're looking and listening to that needs to be put away. And if you live your life the same way, if you're in the present moment, and you focus on other things that are better, that feel better, you can start manifesting some really great things. Again, with the manifestation. Manifesting is the creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. That elevates my spirit. Right there. I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. But more than this one is good. It's good. It's a very good, like, you know, catch. Let's go. Let's do it. This one, aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. Okay? That's you choosing to make a difference in the world today. By the way you're thinking, by what you're putting out there. Story time. Well, I thanked my husband this morning. I sent him a text and I thanked him. Because for the most part, I think my life is magical. But as Pisces, that happens a lot, right? We think life is magical. We think of something and go, yay. It's no secret, although I don't know I've talked about it. I would love to travel at one point, you know. Get a little camper. But campers aren't cheap. You know, have a vehicle to pull it, which we didn't. And I thought, you know, it'd be nice. And then because my husband is a mechanic, he did come across a vehicle that was cheap enough. Because he's a mechanic, though, he can work on it. So as I was wishing for a vehicle that would pull, because we did see a camper somewhere and said, well, we don't have a vehicle to pull it. So, you know, it would be like buying the cart before the horse. We'd never be able to bring it home, right? And I thought to myself, we really need, and then poof, it happened. A deal came in. But it's not a deal that was like ready-made. It wasn't like buying a very expensive new vehicle. It was a second-hand vehicle, and it needed work, and my husband is the one who would do the work. But he's been working at it slowly but surely. But this did suddenly feel in my mind like, poof, things that happened all of a sudden, right? But behind the scenes, I have another human being, somebody who is walking the path with me, who is willing to work his magic to make it appear even more magical than it is to me, right? There's a lot of hard work that he's putting into it to bring it home, to make it look like, poof, look, you asked and the universe provided. But he is helping the universe, and he is putting in that energy as well. And yes, it's a team effort, it's a group effort, but this is what I'm talking about, is that you send it to the energy of the universe, and you don't need, 20,000 people. You just need the few who want the experience of the magic of things to happen. They will contribute their energy and their time, especially if they get to enjoy the rewards of that as well, right? So just be in alignment with the people who are in alignment with you, okay? I elevate by saying, you manifest, you think about it, and an opportunity will present itself. An opportunity, okay? Not the full manifestation, okay? I didn't say, well, I want some of these trucks go for like $120,000 brand new. I didn't ask for that because I think that's ridiculous. I didn't want that. I wanted something viable, cheaper, that could be fixed, that would provide us with the pulling power that we need, that looks nice enough, not a bunch of crap, right? And it happened, okay? So just look at the people around you who are helping you manifest these things, that are helping you bring it into reality. Ace of Swords again, and this, by the way, is the Mystical Medley Tarot. He is adorable. He's adorable. Look at this little guy, okay? He's full of plasters because he's been around the block before. It's not his first go-around, okay? But even though the breakthroughs come maybe a little bit at a cost of feeling this way, you can still create magic, right? There's still magic to be had. You can still see things as they are. and you have the courage to do it. You have the High Priestess here. I love her so much. I'm going to put her with the Hermit because I feel that, again, it's a lot of inner wisdom. Okay, I find them both very, he's an inward journey guided by his inner light, and the High Priestess is the inner wisdom and intuition that goes into the world that you're wanting to build, right? That whole story about myself, that story time, is just to say, to invite the people in your life that's going to provide you with magic, okay? Who's going to take these opportunities, this is the Seven of Cups, look how wonderful it is, okay? And turn them into goals to help you fulfill them. Not help you kind of make them, you know, unreachable. Not the naysayers. The one who say can do. Okay? Absolutely we can do. I can take that goal, we can optimistically take it and turn it into something. And there are people such as these. I'm hoping that if you have mates, that you have found mates that work that kind of magic in your life. That do that kind of thing. That bring that kind of light into what you're doing, right? Yeah, because you might be the director of this, okay, but you do have players. Look at this supporting. Look at this. Look at the supporting, the support you have underneath you. This is what I'm talking about, okay? You may be in the director's chair, but you have others who are there helping you. Get what you want. Go where you need to. Create the abundance. Is a creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates, that's a great word, elevates, let's make that into a word, my spirit and the spirit of the world, right? And he's elevated, isn't he? Is that you or the other person? It could be you at times, it could be the other person. I elevate my husband sometime, telling him he can do it. Telling him he is a magician for doing what he does. To get us what we want. To make things happen. It's a great big boost of confidence. And it's not untrue. Some people may say, oh, well, you give him compliments to get what you want. Maybe. But I mean, of course. I mean... But it's not in a bad way. It's not in a manipulative way. I know he can do it. Because he has the mad skills to do anything he wants. And what's wrong with telling somebody that they're skilled at what they do? Okay? That they're on the same alignment or the same path as you. And that they have the ability to make dreams come true. Well, I don't see a problem with that. Not if everybody's going to reap the rewards. Okay? The Ten of Wands, yeah. It's not a burden. And that's the other thing. What's a burden to you when you have somebody to help you? They can unburden you. If I was to try to fix the truck that he did, I would never be, well, I say would never. I could learn to do it, but it would take me a lot longer because he already has the skills to do it, right? He already knows where he's going. He already knows what clunks and beeps and whatever. And he can get through all of it and fix it. Of course he can. He was trained to do it. He has the mad skills to do it, okay? So why wouldn't I help him with that? Why wouldn't I tell him that he is perfect at what he does? And that's what you need to do with people around you. The people that are on the same path as you. The ones who are going in the same direction as you, okay? Never a crowd on the leading edge, but you don't need a crowd. You just need the people who are on the same road as you, who are going in the same direction. And that's how you get abundance. That's how you bring in abundance, okay? Powered by service and love. Now, I don't know if any of this makes sense, but I know that part of this is them wanting you to network somehow, okay? Because the Ten of Wands comes in at the end when you think you can do it by yourself. And there's the Strength card again, Pisces. The Four of Cups again. Okay, not even. Okay, the Four of Cups came in reverse. Okay, it's good. No. Okay. So find the strength, the courage to do it. The King of Swords. Rise above. Okay, and get it done. I can't. Okay? What I'm getting from this, and probably saying very, without any finesse or great skill today, is that there are people in this world who help and there are others who hinder. You have to align yourself with the people who are helping you, the ones who inspire you, the ones who make it look easy with their own skills, such as my husband does with my wishes, and then he helps make them come to pass with the skills that he has, okay? I have a few people in my life who are like that, and if I can do it for them for certain things, it's a reciprocal thing, right? We help each other move forward in life. We help make life feel better. There's a lot of support here. There's a lot of help coming through, going through the hard times, making breakthroughs together, okay? And turning all of those opportunities into goals, into dreams coming true, our stars, right? Reaching for a star and making it happen. First and foremost, though, you have to know exactly where you're going. You have to know what road you're choosing to go down, what path you're deciding to follow. And it starts with the Eight of Cups. I feel that these two cards, when you put them together, you can see that there's a path here. Okay? It almost feels too like there's, you know, you have reached this spot right here somehow. And you found that you're not alone. There are others. You see them in the shadows here. Okay? You are not alone on the path that you are going down. You're not alone on the path that you're creating. And it's honor those who honor you. Honor those who honor you. Okay? Don't listen and give your energy blindly to the people who just, they don't contribute to anything. They feed garbage. They feed bad energy. They make you feel less than. Feed the people who are going to feed you back. I feed my husband and he feeds me back. That's the story of us. And granted, when I say thank you to him, he says, you inspire me to want to do more, to be more, because it feels so good. And that's the give and take, right? If he needs something organized, he's not great with computers, I'll do it for him. Make it look easy. Make it as though I'm manifesting something that he needs instantly. Okay? Use your gifts to help others and let others with gifts help you. That is probably the biggest message and the one I could have delivered in probably 3 seconds. But of course I come here and have very long discussions with you because at the same time I am uncovering it for you, right? So that's a breakthrough today, Pisces. Even though it may have come with a few plasters today, that is the message, right? That is the message. In order to create the magic, you have to have magical people with you. So invite the magical people with you. All right, so I'm going to let you go, and tomorrow we're going to do another reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings. Everything I offer is in the description box. Please take care and take your time reading it. There's all kinds of stuff, and everything helps. So thank you so much. Love, light, and blessings. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care for now.